Fun story, I actually got to meet Jason David Frank, aka Tommy the Green Power Ranger, and got his autograph too. Yeah, and he's one of the coolest celebrities I've ever met. Period. So I saw the Power Rangers movie today, and this is how you do an adaptation. This is how you do one. It's a complete reimagining. It's not a rehash. It's not almost a shot-for-shot remake like the Beauty and the Beast was. This is how you do an adaptation. All the movies, take note. I'm not joking. I loved what they did with this movie. Everything that was in the original TV series that I grew up with in the 90s, they tweaked it a little bit. Like, for example, not all the characters are exactly the same. Like, for example, Billy, who's probably the best character in the entire movie, is black. And, you know, Trini is an Asian. Zach isn't black. Yeah, trust me, it's been done to death that the Black Ranger was played by a black guy and the Yellow Ranger was played by an Asian woman. Yeah, trust me, that's been addressed multiple times. But other things that this adaptation did that made it its own is that they actually gave Zordon, they gave a reason why Zordon was on Earth, why Rita was on Earth, and how the Power Ranger powers got to Earth. Like, they actually explain that very briefly, but it's a good enough explanation that it actually makes sense. And they explain how the teenagers met each other, rather in the TV series where they just happen to be all just there, and they get transported to the command center. They never explain that in the TV series, but they explain a lot of unanswered questions in this movie, and I really like that. And let's talk about the characters. Elizabeth Banks does a great job as Rita Repulsa. She's really kind of over the top and cartoony, but so was the original. Can't really complain about that. But one thing's for sure is that she actually makes this character scary. You have this, which is the original, and this, which is her. Which one do you think is scarier? Which one do you think is more menacing? Exactly. It's this one. It's this one. Sorry. Yeah. This one, a lot scarier. The only thing when it comes to characters I do not agree with is Goldar. Yeah. Any decent Power Ranger fan knows that the big, winged thing that they show in the trailer, that's Goldar. And I thought that was extremely stupid. I thought that was really, really lame. Because Goldar is one of the most well-known villains in the Power Ranger universe. And, I thought that was really stupid, but everything else I thought was great. Like I said, there are some dumb moments. Like, there's a huge product placement that felt so out of place. It was, and I'm talking about, it's so blatantly obvious. It's like levels of Man of Steel, that high. It's that bad. And it really, I just thought was really, really stupid. Now, coming from a guy who was relatively followed, I was in Mighty Morphin, then Zeo, then Turbo, then In Space and Galaxy. I frequented all those shows, from beginning to end, and I really enjoyed them. So, as a Power Ranger fan, I would say that this easily satisfies any Power Ranger fan who is looking for good representation. And yeah, I know one of the bigger complaints is that, they're not in their suits that often. But if you really think about it, they have to give these characters backstories. Because I can tell, this is a start of a series of movies. And anyone who really knows Power Rangers knows that one movie, that's not enough. That's not enough for Power Rangers. You got to give it several. There was originally one Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, but that's because the series already had it set. It had all the story, it had the whole story and all the characters already existing. So it was kind of a continuation of the TV series. Whereas this one, they have to establish characters, their backstories, their motivations, and really kind of what would make them want to be Power Rangers. And they do that. And I thought Bryan Cranston was great as Zordon. Oddly enough, Bryan Cranston actually was in a few episodes of Power Rangers voicing some villains. And I thought all the actors for the Power Rangers did just fine. I mean, with the exception of R.J. Seiler as the Blue Power Ranger, they were all just fine. And I liked the designs of the suits. I thought the suits were defined very cool, except for the mouth thing. I thought the mouth thing was kind of dumb as well. But they got to throw an homage to the original. And oddly enough, like they do do some throwbacks and throwaway lines that I thought were pretty cool. Like Rita Repulsa says, "Make my monster grow." Jason obviously says it's morphing time. They play a remix version of the theme song for a little bit. I thought that was great. Amy Jo Johnson and Jason David Frank, they made cameos in this movie. Really, there isn't much I can say that really wasn't awesome about this movie. This is as best of an adaptation as you can get. I give this movie an 8 out of 10. The stupid parts are really stupid, but I thoroughly enjoy this movie as a fan of Power Rangers. Now, I know you can make the complaint, well, you said the same thing about Beauty and the Beast. Well, this is the thing is, I really looked at this without my nostalgia blinders. I'm like, this is actually a good movie, and it's actually its own story, which I really liked. And if you're a Power Rangers fan, you will like this movie. I was very satisfied with it as a fan of Power Rangers, and if anyone else wants to watch it as a Power Rangers fan, I think you'll actually be very satisfied with how this turned out. Alright, thank you everyone for watching my review. If you want to watch my last one, it is over here. And if you want to click that button right down below and subscribe, that'd be awesome. I post videos at least once a week. I'll see you guys next time. Peace!